The attic hatch slammed shut from below, hard enough to rattle dust from the rafters, and Jonah's phone light jumped across the beams. In the dark, the house drew in a breath. It wasn't a sound like pipes or wind. The entire space seemed to expand, wood groaning. Insulation shifting, then released, slow and heavy, as if something large was resting under the ceilings. Jonah pressed his palm against the hatch. The plywood felt warm, almost skin warm, and it pushed back gently like a chest rising. He had come up only to check the smell. For 3 nights, his girlfriend, Lila, had woken to it. Stale air mixed with something sweet and rotten, strongest near the hallway vent. Jonah blamed an old animal nest, maybe a dead squirrel. Lila blamed the house itself, because she had started noticing small things that didn't match. Doors that didn't latch the same way twice. A draft that moved against the clock. And at 3:11 a.m., a soft rhythmic creak that sounded like someone shifting their weight on a bed. Up in the attic, Jonah found no nest. He found an order, too much order. The insulation had been pressed down in a long strip, like a path. In the center, a circle of clean boards showed where something had been moved recently. When he stepped near it, the breathing started for the first time, and the air turned thick with heat. His phone dropped from 1 bar to none. Then the screen dimmed as if the battery was draining into the dark. Below him, the hatch had closed without either of them touching it. Lila didn't shout. She didn't run around looking for a key. She stood beneath the hatch, staring up, her face pale in the weak hallway light. The walls around her made small settling sounds like joints popping. The vent beside her let out a low, wet exhale that carried attic dust into her hair. Then the house inhaled again, and the hallway light flickered in time with it. Jonah tried to force the hatch, but the edges had swollen tight. He rammed his shoulder into it until his arm went numb. Each impact was answered by a deeper breath, slower, satisfied. The rafters above him creaked as if something was shifting its weight between the beams. In the phone light, he saw it clearly, fresh nail heads in the wood around the hatch. Bright metal, recently driven, sealing him in from below. When the breathing paused, the silence was worse. Jonah finally looked down through the crack where the hatch met the frame. The hallway wasn't empty. Lila was still there, but her posture had changed. Her shoulders rose and fell in perfect sync with the house, as if she was practicing the rhythm. Her eyes weren't fixed on the hatch anymore. They were unfocused, listening inward. On her neck, just above the collarbone, a faint dust print darkened with each inhale, like a hand had pressed there. From the inside, by morning, Jonah's phone had died. The attic was warm and damp, like a sealed lung. Below, the house kept breathing steady, patient until his pounding stopped matching its rhythm.